I'm here to tell you things about our katas that nobody else tells you. I talked about Bassai Dai already, and today's video is about Jion. So let's get to it. I mentioned already in my Bassai Dai video that I believe that our advanced karate katas all have a deeper message or a lesson that the practitioner is supposed to learn or grasp from practicing those katas. So here's what I think about Jion. We all know that feeling that our performance of any kata goes up and down depending on how we feel that day. There's this performance gap. I always liked Jion, even as a brown belt, but I always had a little bit of hesitation with Jion because for me it's one of those katas where the gap between a good performance and a bad performance can be huge. The way I perform the kata can be totally different from one day to another. One day it's great, and on another day, totally bad. You know those days where your Jion just feels like it's just one big shoulder cramping experience? Exactly. Well, after 30 years of practicing karate, I can give you an answer to the question where this tension in Jion comes from. What is it that makes you feel that way in Jion? If we break down the kata, we can see that the kata has a lot of overhead movements that require tension and relaxation. The Agi Uke sequence, the Manji Uke sequence, the Jodan Juji Uke sequence, and at the end, the Otoshi Uke sequence. You can say the kata is heavy on the shoulders. Then, the kata requires a lot of power. That usually means more tension. I tell my students that after practicing this kata for many, many years, I came to the conclusion that Jion seems to be a good indicator of your mental and emotional state of mind. Every time something is keeping you mentally busy, consciously or even more so subconsciously, your Jion feels just like one big shoulder cramping experience. You can't breathe throughout the kata. Pacing yourself is difficult. Finding the right timing between tension and relaxation and the flow of the kata, it's all difficult. It's like you only feel the tension. So I did a little digging to support my theory, and I found in the German Budo lexicon by Werner Lind on page 260, following about Jion, loosely translated from German to English, and I quote, "The kata is supposed to have a deeper psychological meaning, and correct execution requires the maturity of a Buddha." Interesting. That's quite heavy. Deeper psychological meaning, maturity of a Buddha. Whoa. Okay, Buddha. What is the one thing that makes a Buddha? It is that an enlightened person no longer gets affected by worldly problems. And that includes the control of conscious and subconscious thoughts and emotions. Well, that's the reason why you're having difficulty with Jion. On some days you burden yourself less, and on other days where too many things go through your head and you can't let go of things, the kata feels horrible. Not letting go of things means what? Tension. It seems to me that Jion points out imbalances in your emotions and thoughts. Things that you just can't let go of. Anything that keeps your mind consciously or subconsciously busy. Anyone who's watching this video and has practiced Jion can probably hear his or her sensei's voice shouting out what? Relax your shoulders. And then what happens? The student drops the shoulders like for an inch. Well, that is because one place where tension and emotions end up is the shoulder and neck area. So it's my belief that Jion can help to point out and even heal those emotions because the kata makes you aware of it. Versus Hangetsu, which is my other video, Hangetsu can help to heal the body's energy. If you like this video, and you want more content like this, please join and support KarateCoaching.com. Good, that's it. I hope I see you on KarateCoaching.com. Us.